Hi, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Liv.
And this is the Mach-E vlog. Today we're going to take a tour of Denver, Colorado and check out some of the features of the Mustang Mach-E. Let's go. So yesterday we drove down to Colorado Springs. We did about 151 miles and I think we used about 51% of the battery. I did not charge overnight. Parked the car, had 48% battery and 112 miles of range. Drove it over here to the park near our house and we're still at 48% of battery and it says I think 108 or 109 miles of range. We're gonna drive it around. I think that range estimate is being pessimistic, so we'll drive it around today and see how that goes. And then take a view of some famous Denver landmarks while we're doing it to have some fun. And then at the end of the day, we'll do a charging test to see how that goes.
Let's go. Good morning. It's 9:30 a.m. We have our coffee. We are on our way to our first stop. As Patrick said, today we're going to be driving around Denver, doing some city driving, which is totally different on an EV. So lots of short trips. Our first stop is going to be to the namesake of this car, Blucifer. We will put details down below about Blucifer. It is a giant blue horse that has a very dark history.
Outside of DIA.
Outside of DIA.
So if you come to Denver, that'll be one of the first things you see when you arrive in our city.
Yeah. There, yonder is Blucifer coming up ahead.
We're at 23.4 miles and 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. You can see all the fingerprint smudges. It's not so bad when you're looking at it with your eyes, but it really shows up in the camera. But just FYI, and we may have a solution to that we're going to give a try in a little bit.
So now we're at the Denver airport. We're actually in the cargo area for like United Airlines, but we decided to just sort of stop and chat. Makes it easier than trying to drive and chat right now. But we took you on a tour of Blucifer and the departures of the West Terminal at DIA.
Very exciting. Did make me want to go travel though.
Yeah, it's neat seeing that there are people traveling. I wish it could be us, but we're trying to take extra precautions and not travel until we get vaccinated. But Blucifer, if you don't know, is just outside the entrance of Denver International Airport. Sort of famous. A lot of people don't like it. There was some calls to have it removed, and then they were talking about having it removed, and then there was an overwhelming response of please don't remove it. But some people call it like a demon horse because it has like these bright red eyes that the sun hits it just right. And the actual artist that created Blucifer was killed by Blucifer. Apparently, as it was nearing its final stages, it fell on top of him. I don't know the exact story. I'll put a link to that in the description, but pretty neat. And I think I'm ready to go on to the next stop. What about you?
Well, aside from the murderous horse, that's not super neat, but we still do think it's a good namesake for this car. This is just the first blue landmark that we're going to be visiting today. So where to next, by the way?
I'm not sure. We sort of have to decide. We're going to go toward downtown Denver and then hit some other sites that you may or may not know. Depends on how much you know about Denver.
So keep an eye out for the next blue thing.
Let's hit the road.
Okay.
Find Colorado State Capitol.
Here's what I found. You can say set as destination.
Set as destination.
Starting route to Colorado State Capitol.
RiNo, and we were just driving around and saw this alleyway. I guess normally during business it's probably full of cars, but it has beautiful murals on either side, so we could not resist parking Electric Blucifer here and grabbing some shots. We will document the artists. This area is really just gorgeous, and it's still tripping me out that we have not charged this weekend, and I haven't been thinking about it. Like stopping at a gas station. Once again, not even a concern. Anyways, we're going to keep taking some photos because we're hams for the cam, as is the car now, and even move it and get some better shots. Let's do it.
So we drove from the airport to downtown, actually just north of downtown, RiNo, like we were just saying. And we are at 23.7 miles for this trip, 4.1 miles per kilowatt hour per day.
Woo woo.
And if I go here, I can look at trip 2, which is all of today. And where is it at? We're at 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour and 47.1 miles. Trip 1 is actually our whole weekend. We're at 201.9 miles and 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour.
Very consistent.
And then today, let's see here. One of the cool things, you can expand it and it'll tell you like, how's my driving? Oh, I'm not getting good ratings. What's up with that? Let's see for the whole trip.
Ooh.
Okay, never mind. We don't need to see that. I wonder how that's rating. I don't think I've been accelerating fast at all. Maybe it's a Mustang and I should be accelerating faster.
Wait, so how is this determining the rating?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. We need to work that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Let's see this trip. What is that? Because I just came from the airport. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? It may be because we like sat and talked in the car a few times. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. We're learning as you're learning.
I want to get 100%. So we just finished up in RiNo and we are planning to go find somewhere to grab some food and a restroom. And it's really hard to find anywhere downtown because it's all focused around the work week. So a lot of places are closed. There's no parking.
Hard to park downtown without
Hard to park.
Tight parking spaces.
Same mural again.
Whoa.
So we're going to try out the navigation system to help us pick a place to go eat. Let's try it.
So we're still in the 3D view. I think we can just click on things and it'll tell us Miller's and Rossi, which is a speakeasy across the street.
Ooh,
I don't know why it says speakeasy because never mind. It should be hidden.
Speakeasy, maybe. I don't know. Is it? How do you go out of it?
I don't want to. Oh, how do I get out? I should take off my sunglasses. No. So let's browse. We want to look at restaurants. I say all restaurants because I'm not picky. And it's sort of showing us what's around here. Slater's 50/50, Colorado Sake.
I missed the 360, the 3D view.
Well, it's because it's doing like what's around here. So it can show us 3D while it's looking for stuff.
Fish and beer.
Yeah, fish and beer actually sounds good. Mamkin, soy, I don't know. None of these are sounding...
I can't see, so you're going to have to be the guide. No, carry on.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Oh, no. Because we did hamburgers yesterday. But there's like a Shake Shack around here.
That'd be all right.
Let's see.
We also want to find somewhere COVID-friendly that we can park. Okay, then.
So we could just do that. Yeah, I knew it was close. I went there during the Crush Art Festival couple of years ago. I don't really need to navigate because we're basically on the street, but we can just to see.
Obey traffic laws, be alert and use voice commands while driving. Turn left on Walnut Street, then take the first right.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Well, I guess I could. Okay, I'll follow their directions. And if we see anything on the way, we'll stop there.
Okay. This really is such a cool area.
Turn right.
At all these murals. Beautiful.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Been using the navigation very much, but we watched EV Dave's video, and I remember there was a point that he had the navigation going, and it was very talkative, and he kept saying, "Stop it, quiet, dear," or something like that. It was really cute, but now we're experiencing it too. So shush.
With Android Auto, you can tell it, like, just give me the major things. So I might have to see if there's a way to tell it to be a little bit quieter.
As it's totally being quiet now, though.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at Shake Shack on the right.
That's an appropriate notification, though.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Got some lunch, and we are sitting in front of EB, enjoying this beautiful day. The sun's gone away, but it's still perfect.
Well, that was delicious.
Yeah.
So now we're off to visit downtown Denver, the Capitol, and a couple other buildings. We'll probably just make that quick.
And if you were curious about the other blue thing, that's coming up.
We hope.
Yeah, if we can get to it.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Wow, it's like driving a computer, right?
Yeah.
I'm a tech guy, and I'm still like going, it's a bit overwhelming at times.
Yeah, I'm a complete non-tech guy, but it's really cool.
It's a fun car to drive, too.
Big Blue Bear.
Oh. I did not think that was going to work.
It's called the Big Blue Bear.
He literally just pressed the button and was like, "Big Blue Bear." It's like, did your child get a hold of the car, sir? What is that cool sculpture thingy? Courthouse?
I think it's at the courthouse jail.
Oh, that's not as cool anymore. So this is the Performing Arts Center. There are a whole bunch of different...
And Civic Center.
And Civic Center. It's where Comic-Con is, or Pop Culture Con as it is now called. And also the Belco Theater and a bunch of other different places. And this is where the light rail drops you off right inside. We've been to a lot of cool things here. We're racing the train. You win. Mach-E wins. So we've been to a lot of cool things here, but I think the coolest thing has to be the bear peeking in the window. Right over there. Hello, Big Blue Bear. He really wants to see what's going on inside and come in for a show or something else. So now we're going to Union Station. Unfortunately, it took us to the back side of Union Station. We want to go to the front side because that's the pretty part. Okay, I didn't catch it on camera, but the person in front of us saw a parking that they really liked, so they screeched to a halt. And did you brake straight away, or was a car first?
Well, because I let off, it was automatically doing the regen, but it was starting to brake for me before I could get over to the brake. So it was sort of cool. Like I was going to be able to stop in time, but it's nice. It's comforting to know that it was going to help me out.
Yeah, it basically flashed pre-collision assist with a big red rectangle on the dash screen over there and started braking for him. So I was aware of what was going on, and Patrick was getting an assist. Basically, that person did like this, but right in front of us really quickly. So useful. Interesting.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, not something that we really want to have to catch. But
Well, I've been thinking about, like, how do you test some of the features? Like, it has a backup brake assist, so you can't run over your kid's bicycle. If you guys have a bicycle that you want us to try to run over, let us know. But I'm like, how do you test that? And then it's like you'll damage the bike and the car. But maybe we'll try a cutout or an inflatable something.
how about like a big poofy teddy bear or something?
Maybe.
Yeah. Here we have Union Station. This is another great spot. Even if you're not taking a train anywhere, it's got a bunch of good restaurants. There's the Buska Festival in the summer. And it's just a great meeting spot, really. The Crawford Hotel is also supposed to be really wonderful. So we just did a drive-by of Union Station, and now we are on our way to Meow Wolf, the current home, but of the not yet open Meow Wolf Denver. I think it's coming next year. We can't wait. Downtown has changed a little bit since we were down here, and we got a little lost. And of course, construction is ever changing and unexpected, and there was a lot of that, and a lot of people just walking when the lights weren't supposed to allow them to walk. So that kind of adds to navigating and all that. So it's really interesting. Like Motion Eye?
Motion Eye, yeah.
Motion Eye.
Or Mobile Eye, right?
Mobile Eye, that's it. Thank you. They have some tests that they've run with people running in front of the car, because that's very realistic, and we just experienced that, and it's frustrating. So that'll be interesting to see where autonomous driving goes, considering real-world situations of unpredictable things and cyclists and drunk people. Anyways, let's go to Meow Wolf.
If you don't know what Meow Wolf is, you got to look it up and you got to go. They have one in Santa Fe. They just opened in Las Vegas. And Denver is opening at the end of this year, beginning of next year. I'm not sure which, but it's coming soon. But it's one of our favorite places in the world, the one in Santa Fe.
Literally. And the way that we found it was on a whirlwind road trip over 10 hours. So it's kind of imbues part of our love for adventure and part of road trips. So definitely take a road trip to this one if you don't live here, or to any of the other ones if you can. But we won't ruin the surprise for you too much, because part of the joy was that we didn't know what to expect. So if you like that kind of thing, I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's magical. Now we're going to take some shots of electric Blucifer in front of this magical place. So that was Meow Wolf Denver, which is soon to come and soon to be a huge landmark. And now we have to go to something that's kind of a spectacle.
Yeah, a lot of people have seen it in the cartoon show South Park, and they don't believe it's actually real. But we're going to go to Casa Bonita, and it's a little bit sad right now. It has been closed for almost a year, and the owner is not sure if it's going to reopen or not, or if it's going to have to be sold. Who knows? The pandemic really took a toll on them. They can't really open at reduced capacity and stay in business. So it's been shuttered for a long time.
And we'll show you why. It's enormous, and it's a performance location as well. There's a lot to it, so it's not just a typical restaurant. So let's get going.
So we may have been touching the screen just a little bit today. It doesn't look that bad normal use, but right now with the sun at the angle that it is, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. It looks really bad. Either I'll have to carry like a microfiber cloth or try out a screen adapter, and I have one on the way, so we're going to give that a try. It'll give it like a matte finish, and hopefully that will help with the fingerprints.
Well, we finished with Casa Bonita, grabbed some nice cold brew Starbucks, and we are on our way to an enormous Colorado landmark.
Red Rocks.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite places. Not only is it a great concert venue, but there's all sorts of stuff like drum circles and yoga on the rocks and film on the rocks where you can watch a movie. Fantastic place and great views.
And someone might have proposed to me there, so I kind of like it. Let's go. Cheers.
So we're official low battery, which is at 20%. I think you can adjust when that will alert you for low battery, but we wanted to get 20% or below to try out fast charging. And let's see what our efficiency is so far. This last segment we just left a couple of minutes ago, so it's not necessarily a good representation. But so far today we're at 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. Still doing fairly well. And then for the whole weekend, still at 3.9.
Yay!
And we're at 225 miles since we left yesterday morning, and we were at about 98% battery.
That is a lot of people. That is definitely the sports car gathering. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Am I going to get, it's not a Mustang?
Just drop some ice in there.
Yeah, it actually has a drain. Yeah, there's a drain so you can just like throw your ice in there.
That is so dope.
I know, right? I think we're gonna take this thing out though. We just finished visiting Red Rocks, and right in the parking lot down below from the top lot on Red Rocks, there was a car show. I'm not super sure what
Car meetup, just
Car
I think
meetup.
a weekly meetup.
of
Or monthly.
everything, all kinds of cars, apparently old, new, just very inclusive. And we found 3 Mustangs in a row and
Yeah.
the coolest bunch of people. It was really sweet. So as Patrick rolled up, he was like rolling down the window, "So is it a Mustang?" And
Everybody was cool. It was a very friendly crowd, and we just caught the very tail end of it, but it was still cool to see some other nice cars, and they seemed to love this.
and their Mustangs were beautiful. There was a white one, a black one, and an orange one. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous Mustangs. And oh, maybe we should have pulled up next to it next time we go. Yeah, they were really nice, and it was cool. I mean, I think just car people are interested in cars and interested in technology, and it was cool to chat with them and learn about their vehicles. And I think we might do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if not them, somebody else. I mean, there's a lot of car meetups in Colorado. So we want to find some more and check it out.
Mustangs! They were galloping. I didn't get a very good video of it, but...
So, there's an ambulance coming through. But, it just was 31. Now it dropped to 20 because we're at a light. But we just came down from Red Rocks, which is all downhill to here.
It's all downhill from here.
But 15 miles of driving and 31.
At least I got that on camera.
Yeah.
15.5, I can still handle that.
Yeah, that's still pretty darn good.
Turn right, then arrive at Electrify America, Colorado Mills Mall.
There they are. Nice.
Arriving at Electrify America, Colorado Mills Mall, on the right.
So we just pulled into Electrify America at Colorado Mills in Lakewood/Denver, Colorado. If you watch Kyle Connor with Out of Spec, he just released a video today when we were filming this on a 0 to 100 charge. We're going to be going from I think it's a 13% up to 80%. We're going to see how that goes. Let's take a look at our trip. We'll ignore this trip. We just came from Red Rocks, which is 17.3 miles away, and we're getting unbelievable efficiency. But here's what we've done today. We did 89.4 miles and got 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. If you look at what we did over the 2 days, we started at 98% battery yesterday, and we drove 244.1 miles with 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. That included going down to Colorado Springs and back, so that was a lot of freeway driving. There was some freeway driving today going out to DIA, the Denver airport, but there was a lot of city driving in both cases, so the efficiency was great. Temperatures, as you can see today, I don't think it's up on the screen, about 59, 60, 65 degrees, depending on the time of the day. Excellent temperature, which is why external temperature lost very little to climate use or external temperature. A little bit to accessories. We sat in a car today, for example, and had a 30-minute phone call with Liv's sister. We're going to go ahead and give this a try now. I have plug and charge activated on my Ford Pass account. We're going to see if that works. If not, we'll charge another way. So it's plug and charge, so technically I should be able to just plug this in and it should recognize the car. We'll see if that is the case. It locked into place, it's circling, connecting the vehicle. This is my first time charging at a DC fast charger on this car, so we'll see if I have any issues. It seems like it's taking a while to connect. Processing payment. Didn't seem like it was doing anything, but we'll see.
We need some hold music to assure us that it's still doing stuff. Hey, declined.
Okay. So we're going to try that again. And I'm new to all this, so I may be doing something wrong, which it should be pretty simple. But I hear this lock. The car is locking. It's connecting the vehicle.
Hey.
I should be a member. So I'm going to check the phone and make sure, because it should be giving me the fast rate. So I'm going to hit cancel. Oh. We'll just use our credit card or the Electrify America app. All right, we'll see. There we go. Authorized.
Hey, that's a good sound.
Yeah, and now we're going to try to figure out what rate we're going to get. I think it might take about 45, 50 minutes to get up to 80%. I'm not sure. We're at 13% now. I just checked. And I can see that on the Ford Pass app.
Still getting the high rate, huh?
So it says right here, 250 kilowatt hour Ford Pass charging included. So that's all I'm worried about is like, I'm going to get the free charging right now. Oh, I got to hit continue. I'll learn. I swear.
14%.
I swear it said 13% on the. So it says 13% there. I had 34 miles left in the range estimate. And now we're at 162 kilowatt hours. That's very, very nice. I don't think the battery was super hot because we were hanging out up at Red Rocks for a while and drove 15 miles to get here. According to Kyle Connor in his video, it should do this for, I think, about 60 seconds, maybe 120 seconds, and then taper down a little bit and then go steadily down over the charge down to 80%, until I hit 80%. You know what I'm saying. 17%. This feels pretty quick for me. We're 3 kilowatt hours. Touch to return.
What? So it is a touch screen, but then there's still the buttons? 118 kilowatts.
So now it's 118. Yeah, so it's already dropped down. 115. We won't bore you with this whole thing, but we'll monitor it and let you know. I should have noted what time I started charging. I've been charging for 2 minutes. So we started at 5:23. Let's watch and see how long it takes. So we had a charging station error. It was down to like 108 kilowatts that it was charging, and then it just faulted out. So please unplug and then reconnect. So we'll give that a try, but not sure what was going on. Nope, fault.
Huh.
Payment declined. So this is frustrating. I want to go back to this one. It's just. All right, so we're going to give this another try and see if just unplugging it, plugging it back in works. Stop doing that. Connecting the vehicle. Come on.
Why does it keep blocking itself? We're right here.
I'm sure it's a setting that we can check.
It's a good
That
sound
sounds good.
again.
Processing payment. Initiating charge. You can feel that this handle is warmer than this handle. Just from 7 minutes of charging.
Continue.
Now I know. Hit continue. 147 kilowatts. So at least the good thing is like it hit a higher speed plugging back in for the second time. Now it's at 156.
Let's beat 162. Come on. You can do it.
157.
What?
Nope. So it's stopped, and I might call the number and just see how that is. Press 1 for help with the charger. I'm at one of your charging stations with a new Mustang Mach-E, and I just did the plug-in charge. I did 2 sessions. I was trying to do 1 session. The first session aired out after 7 minutes. The second session aired out after 2 minutes. And I'm just wondering, is there anything up with the station or anything else I should check? Because it's the car is taking it, and then all of a sudden it just says charger fault, and the station shuts down. It says charger ID 100-125-02. Yeah, no, I got it on Tuesday. Had to work the whole week, but we spent the past 2 days out driving and exploring around Colorado and have loved it so far. And of course I can charge at home, but I wanted to do, like try out Electrify America and see how it does. And a friend of mine actually stopped at this exact station last night and did a 0 to 100 charge on his Mach-E and had no issues. So I figured this is a good station to check out. Okay, yeah, it just came back into the plug-in first. No, it's still like the Linux screen. It's logged the screen off. The other station is back on. Oh, now it's coming up. It's just a white screen now. And the card reader just came back online. It had a network error, but now that's back on. The Electrify America logo is on the main screen, but it's not fully up yet. All right. There we go. It's connecting. And I got that for the first couple of sessions. It did that, and then the second time it worked. So if you don't mind, I want to try it one last time. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I'll just move down to station 5.
So he's moving to a different charger because that one was not working. This seems to be stuff that's happening to a lot of people though, so it's intriguing to try figure it out for ourselves and see what works and what doesn't. I think someone was charging here for a while, so we know this one was working.
Okay, so here. And I'm going to plug in and see if the plug-in charge works. If not, I'll use the app. Yes. Yep, it's at 32% and 126 kilowatts.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, and we know this station is working, so I think we may be good to go.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. I think I guess it was just swapping chargers, so good to know for the next time I try this.
Our stations are fairly fickle when it comes. There are certain chargers that just don't want to cooperate. It's like children.
Okay.
We're on their best behavior, and there's always that one that doesn't want to listen.
Yeah, it's still going up, still going at a good rate, so I think we're good to go. So it finished. It gave us 21 kilowatt hours in 11 minutes and 18 seconds. Would have cost us $9. See, I told you it's going away. But anyways, it aired out after 11 minutes.
Okay, that's it. We're going home.
So we had 2 charge station faults at station 2 here, 350 kilowatt charger. They recommended we come over here to station 5 because somebody just finished a charge and we saw them drive away. So we started one here. We've been chatting. I think it's been maybe 10 minutes or so. And we were just sort of talking about like we don't really need to charge, and our charging curve test is blown up because we had to switch chargers anyway. But now this one just aired out. So I'm like, I'm done. Let's just go home. And
Enough of that.
yeah.
We waved to a Tesla person who was driving over to the superchargers, and he was like, yeah, nice car. And then we waved at him as he was leaving the supercharger while we were still trying to get it charging. So it's like, it's good now. But we've experienced some of what so many other people have experienced, and we're going to keep troubleshooting. Patrick was on the phone for 15 minutes with Electrify America.
And I didn't think I really needed to do that. I mean, all of the stations were open. I could have just swapped stations, but I was just curious to see, like, how is their tech support? They answered fairly quickly. They reboot the machine remotely, so that was nice. But it still didn't really help. So good and bad, and definitely needs some improvement, and hopefully we'll keep testing it and let you know how it goes as we learn what's good and what's bad and how things work. So anyways, charging station fault, we're going home. We got to go to the bathroom. We got to get something to eat.
Yeah, and I will say one thing. Patrick remembered something from Evie Dave's video, which was that he kept the door open and the charging worked. So we were kind of like, let's do that as well. Unfortunately, it didn't work. We have both the doors open.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. We had to have one door open. We're going to figure it out.
So we'll go and see, and we'll post this in the forums and see if anybody has any suggestions or whatever. But if we were on a road trip, I would just plug in again, and I'm sure we could, get up to the 80 or 85, whatever we needed. But for us, this is good. We're going to get home and we'll charge at home where it's not expensive. Well, we're using our free charging, but I don't want to use our free charging until we have to.
But it is an impediment because, we wanted to plug in and then go to the restroom, and obviously you can't do that. Anyways, that is the end of our day trip around Denver. We had the best time being sightseers, tourists in our own city.
And now you definitely have to subscribe to see if we can figure out the charging in our next video. So hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the road or at a charging station.
Yeah. Sound like that. At a charging station near you.
All right, I'm out of here.
Okay, bye.